All right, y'all, let's apologize for my pasty legs. They're really short. As you can see, usually photo shoots start off a little slow, so I try to start with portraits, and then when the models warm up, you see we start getting a little bit more dramatic looking stuff. This model is actually like an amazing model. I think she said she's been modeling for 15 years, so I barely had to do any directing, so the audio is kind of boring. Trying to shoot natural light here, we see the light was way too difficult to issue with lakes up here. So I'm sitting on my C-stand, kind of see it popping out from under my foot. And yeah, I wish I took a little bit more time, but we were rushing, so I didn't get the lighting as perfect as I wanted it. But it was close enough for in post, I could kind of adjust it a little bit, but you can see some of the shots right here. Then after that, we were running back up the hill to catch the sunset, and we saw a cool spot, and I didn't even bother with the light, but you can see the dynamic range on the R5. It's better to underexpose, and then you can go and lift the shadows, and you see it looks pretty damn clean. Sorry guys, I'm just getting interrupted real quick. So I noticed since I started posting more images from these photo shoots from the R5 that my work has become, it's like developed into this whole new kind of look. It's this direction that I'm really liking, and it's kind of reminding me of what my work used to look like when I used to shoot Canon, which I've always was missing that look. And as I was changing cameras, I was developing new looks that weren't bad, but I wasn't like happy with it, you know? And I wasn't sure if other people were noticing it, but on top of that, my Instagram DMs are kind of exploding with models that are wanting to shoot. And there's even some models who I've been trying to shoot with for the past 5 years who are all of a sudden following me now, coming down on my DMs, asking if we can shoot and stuff. With that said, a lot of my photographer buddies are like, dude, it looks like the same like all your other work. So the most important part is having a vision and figuring out a way to execute that vision no matter what the camera is. I'm liking it, and on top of that, other people are liking that. And if a lot of people are kind of coasting into that direction of liking my work more after this R5, then possibly brands too. I know people are gonna be like, oh, like none of that matters, blah, blah, blah. It obviously matters. It's always to make a difference. So yeah, let's get back in this video now. Oh, this is gonna be gorgeous. Holy shit already. Come a little closer. Right there. Oh my God. All right guys, so what the iPhone's showing is pretty accurate to what it looks like to the eye. And then you can see the R5 will focus just fine. Look straight here, yep. So you can see it picks up her face, and with the hat and everything, lift her hat up a little bit. And you see when her hat goes up, it picks up the eye even better. Yeah, there you go. So you guys see her shooting at 1/20th of a second. So when she moves, it's gonna be blurred, but everything else is fine. 2.8, 10,000 ISO. All right, y'all, so I don't know if you can tell, but I am in love with this camera. Couple things still. What's really annoying me is when you put a flash trigger on, you lose your exposure compensation. I had a bunch of people tell me in the comments how to turn it on and off. I know how to turn it on and off. The issue is once you turn on a trigger, it automatically bypasses that whole setting. Someone said that I could put tape on it, which would kill the HSS and the TTL, which I don't use either of those. I usually use ND, so I don't need HSS. And I put it in full manual mode, so I might have to try that, but that's kind of ridiculous that we have to do that. So hopefully they release a firmware. Everyone's complaining about the damn overheating, so that might be their last priority. With overheating, I keep getting a lot of questions on if I can test all of that. I'm not gonna test any of that bullshit because I really don't care about it, because all my video work I use a cinema camera for. It's kind of weird because anyone that knows me through YouTube, they think I'm more of a photographer, but I actually make most of my money off video work. Eventually, if I start making some sort of income off YouTube, maybe I'll kind of go and split my direction 50-50 between photo and video. But for now, just doing photo shoots and stuff and filming those is a lot easier. All the video stuff I do is, I don't really film too much like video stuff for myself or just for fun, just cause I like more of a story. I don't like filming random stuff. I really have a strong passion towards B-roll, especially 120p. I could give 0 fucks about 120p. It gets sold on YouTube like it's like this beautiful cinematic thing, but it's not. Storytelling and having good subjects and good stories to tell is what's more important. Having interesting characters or actual like real life people is far more important than having 120p. Maybe I'll do more videos on that kind of stuff. I would need YouTube to kind of have a little bit more of a payout for me to invest more of my time on that level. So hopefully you guys understand that. Again, I'm a working professional, so YouTube's not like my full-time thing. Also to clarify, I was talking about the Fuji and Sony lines. Man, I always think there's bugs on me, but it's just because my hair's too long. I mentioned the Fujifilm and the Sony cameras. The backstory on that is the past 3 years, I've been jumping around between cameras. I left Canon because they just weren't innovating. All the X series cameras, basically. I went the GFX 50R, the 100, and then the Sony a7R4. So I have a good basis on what each camera is capable of. I use all of them on gigs and I push them pretty hard. So I'm not just like bullshitting you guys. So anytime I mention that, that's what I was talking about. But with that, let me know if you guys are liking the voiceovers that I'm doing. I'm contemplating running my wireless Go mic on the shoot so you guys can hear me directing the model, because I think that's really important. Granted, on this shoot, the model was amazing, and all I had to tell her was like where to stand and kind of stuff, and then she would just kind of do her thing. She's a rock star. She actually does music. I'll put her Instagram down in the description. But yeah, guys, again, hopefully more video related content will come. Again, it's just kind of difficult to do that. On Monday I head out to Montana, so I might vlog that if you guys are interested in that. Well, yeah, guys. Okay, this is dragging on. Peace.